Julia, this is Julia Lemons Fitness, and I'm going to show you how to do a deep core activation progression from a wall sit or in a chair. I'm going to show you from a wall sit, and you can use a chair if that's helpful for you. Make sure that whatever chair you choose has a high back, doesn't have any curve in it, and you're able to do all of these movements while you're sitting in that chair. So watch the video top to bottom first, and then go ahead and implement it with the chair. So starting with the wall sit option, I'm going to sit against the wall like this, as if I'm sitting in a chair. Okay, now I'm gonna breathe in, I'm gonna breathe out, and that's my first step, is breathing in and out, because what I want you to do is first see, where is your breath going? Is your breath going up into your head, neck, and shoulders, or is it going down into your rib cage and your pelvis, and able to open up your rib cage and all of those muscles down here? So I want you to try again. Pay attention now and notice where that breath is going. Exhale all the way. Inhale, bring it in. All right, so now you're going to think about, how can I bring my breath to open up my rib cage 360 degrees around? And how am I going to have a little bit of a pump handle lift in my sternum and a little bit of a pump handle lift in my spine? So that's the next thing I'm going to think about. Okay, breathe out, breathe in, pump handle, and then put the pump handle down, right? And pushing it down, getting all that well water to come out, sternum and the spine. Now I'm going to think about a bucket handle now, right? I want my bucket handle movement here in my rib cage. So I'm gonna breathe in, exhale. I wanna feel that rib cage coming out like this and back in like this. And I have to work on getting that to cooperate with me. So I'm gonna do that. Now I'm going to bring in the pelvic floor. Let me tell you, if you do not engage the pelvic floor while you're doing this, you will end up with incontinence or some other pelvic floor tightness or weakness issue, because you are building up pressure in your abdomen every single time you breathe. So you need to make sure that you are able to control where that pressure is going, and it's not just like being forced out in one place or another. It will be forced out somewhere, or it will be contained. So if you can manage that pressure well, then you will have no issues. And this is why this progression is so important. So I'm gonna sit back down, and I'm gonna breathe in, exhale. This time I'm gonna pull my pelvic floor up, and I'm gonna bring my rib cage in, and my sternum and my spine come in as well. Everything comes in 360 degrees around. Everything is wrapping up really tight, like I'm cinching up a corset around myself. Inhale, exhale, lift the pelvic floor again, and everything comes in and around. Now I'm going to add in this rib cage connection. I really want my rib cage to be in line with my pelvis if it's not already. So I want to breathe in and expand, and now as I'm exhaling, I want to make sure that I'm bringing my rib cage back in line with my pelvis. So I'm actually going to be bringing my rib cage back a little bit, as if this is how I cue this movement, is when you're standing here like this, bringing your rib cage over your pelvis. You might already have your rib cage over your pelvis, or it might be like this, like it's turned in too much. So you want to make sure that it's stacked over your pelvis. So if you're maybe like this, you want to sit up and have it stacked right over your pelvis, thinking of them as cylinders stacked on top of one another, because that will bring your spine into neutral. Sitting back down, I'm going to breathe in, exhale, feeling all of that engage. Inhale, 360 degrees around. Exhale, bring it all in. Now if I want to make it a little bit harder, I'm going to add in a little leg lift. So I might need to bring my feet a little bit closer together to give myself a better base of support while I'm doing this. So I'm going to inhale, exhale, and I'm going to lift this leg, but I'm trying not to use only my hip flexors. What I'm trying to do is use my core to pull my leg upward like this.